Good evening and welcome to Justeventoneline Weekend News at 9. I am Anifat Ismail. The news headlines. Federal government clarifies subject choices in new senior secondary curriculum. Army freezes retirement of officers. Federal government launches automation-driven public service system. Police deploy special team to enforce ban on VIP escorts. Federal government establish 119 learning centers for Almajiri education. ECOWAS condemns Benin coup attempt, threatens deployment of standby force. IPOB urge Ndigbo to celebrate Christmas in East, promise security. Now the news in details. The Federal Ministry of Education has issued comprehensive guidance to address widespread inquiries from students, parents, school proprietors, and administrators regarding subject selection under the revised senior secondary school curriculum. This is contained in a statement on Saturday in Abuja by the Director of Press and Public Relations at the Federal Ministry of Education, Mrs. Folashade Boriowo. She quoted the Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Lausa, as explaining that there was no restriction or exclusion attached to the selection of any approved subject within the senior secondary school curriculum. Alausa emphasized that all subjects remained fully open for students to choose, provided such choices were properly guided by the school authority, parent, or certified school counselor. The Nigerian Army has suspended all statutory and voluntary retirement for certain categories of officers following the nationwide security emergency declared by President Bola Tinubu. An internal memo dated December 3rd and signed by Major General E.I. Okoro on behalf of the Chief of Army Staff stated that the suspension of retirement was to retain manpower, experience, and operational capacity as the armed forces expand in response to rising insecurity. The federal government has launched the One Government Enterprise Content Management System. Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Yagi, who unveiled the platform in Abuja, said the ministry's transition to the One Gov Cloud was a decisive leap towards a fully digital, automation-driven, and data-centric public service. Yagi noted that digital transformation was not merely a technical upgrade, but a re-engineering of institutional culture. The Nigerian Police Force has deployed a special enforcement team to ensure full compliance with President Bola Tinubu's directive prohibiting the use of police personnel for very important persons, escort, and guard duties. In a statement released on Saturday via the Force X handle, the Force Public Relations Officer, CPS Benjamin Hundeyin, said the team commenced a statewide monitoring operation in Lagos on December 6, 2025. He assured the public that the implementation of the policy will continue nationwide without fear or favor, while urging the citizens to support efforts to build a more efficient, professional, and people-centered policing system. The federal government has established 119 learning centers across the country to improve access to foundational education for both Almajiri learners and out-of-school children. The spokesperson for the National Commission for Almajiri and out-of-school children, Noura Mohammed, disclosed this in Abuja on Sunday. He said the approach enables learners to complete foundational education within a much shorter period, added that Almajiri learners will no longer be classified as out-of-school children. The Economic Community of West African States on Sunday condemned what it described as an attempted military takeover in Benin Republic. In a statement issued in Abuja, the regional bloc strongly condemned such unconstitutional move that represents a subversion of the will of the people of Benin. The commission urged respect for Benin's constitutional order and commended the security forces for their efforts to restore calm. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, have urged Ndigbo in Nigeria and diaspora to return home for the Christmas festivities, assuring them of adequate security across the southeast during the Yuletide. The pro-Biafran group said the southeast remains Nigeria's most tranquil zone and claimed that security conditions in the region have improved despite what he described as sponsored instability over the past 4 years. And that will be all on Justeventoneline Weekend News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Federal government clarifies subject choices in new senior secondary curriculum. Army frees the retirement of officers. Federal government launches automation-driven public service system. Police deploy special team to enforce ban on VIP escorts. Federal government established 119 learning centers for Almajiri education. ECOWAS condemns Benin coup attempt, threatens deployment of standby force. IPOB urged Ndigbo to celebrate Christmas in East. Thank you for watching Justeventoneline News. Remember, the pain you experience today is part of the process for your success tomorrow. For more news, visit www.justeventoneline.com and to read more updates. Follow us on our social media platforms with a tap at Justeventoneline. You can also send us an email on justeventoneline@gmail.com. I am Anifat Ismail. Good night.